Hi, and welcome to The Changeover. My name is Ian, and this is Ira. We're from EssentialTennis.com. And in The Changeover, we take a topic that is somewhat controversial within the sport of tennis. We each pick a side, and we get it on the couch. I'm just kidding. That's terrible. So today we're going to be talking about what's better, one-handed backhand or the two-handed backhand. And by the time we're done talking, we will have the answer, and you will know which is the superior technique. 8 minutes on the clock?
7 minutes and 59 seconds.
Yeah, 7:59. You want to start it or me?
Go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to be choosing the one-handed backhand, and I'd like to start off by just simply saying that maybe something that you were going to say. I don't know. We actually don't really talk these out ahead of time. The two-handed backhand is easier to hit. And so I think the one-handed backhand is actually a more pure shot because you have to have a certain level of competency as far as technique is concerned, as far as timing is concerned, as far as positioning is concerned, and reading the incoming ball. When you see somebody that has a really nice one-handed backhand, there's just something about that swing that for me I will always take that over somebody with a really solid two-handed backhand. I feel like two-handed backhand, especially among beginner or like junior players, to a certain degree is used as a crutch because you can make up for being out of position. You can make up for the ball not being in your strike zone because you've got the other hand on there, and so you've got that extra strength and that extra stability.
Well, you arguing both sides there?
And so for that reason, somebody who actually hits a one-hander well and knows how to use it, I just feel like that's for me, like I'll always pick that player to be like the greatest of, whatever, or, whatever it is. Who do you think is the greatest of all time, by the way?
I can't even. I'm not even gonna go into these.
Yeah. See, exactly. So there's just a certain kind of purity about the one-handed backhand. It's the more traditional shot, and so for that reason, I say it's better. It's better than the two-handed backhand. Boom.
Well, I agree. I think the one-handed backhand is aesthetically more appealing to the casual fan and to the avid tennis player. However, you hit it right on the head. The two-handed backhand is easier. Tennis isn't a game where you're always in position. So, and for that fact alone, you need to be able to make up for mishits. You need to be able to make up for being out of position. And that alone, having that second hand on your racket stabilizes your shot.
It's easier for me to hit a serve with a forehand grip. So maybe is that better then? Because it's easier?
No, because there's more potential in using a continental grip. Oh. That's different. There's not more.
All right, I'll touch on that next.
There are a few. I know what you're going to say, that you can do a little bit more with your slice, or with the slice, or with short angles, and I get where you're going to go. However, the point is this: you're not always going to be in position. Hitting a one-handed backhand is significantly more difficult to master than a two-handed backhand. And so with that alone, because you're never really in perfect position during a match, it's better to have a two-handed backhand. Okay.
Just kidding.
Can we put some video of his one-handed backhand?
Oh, you had to go there.
On the screen. I think that, and I'm a one-handed backhand player myself.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I was going to.
Because I enjoy the what's the word I'm looking for?
The amazingness of one-handed backhand.
The feeling of hitting a one-handed backhand is unique. However, there are more advantages to hitting a two-handed backhand than there are a one.
I disagree. I think
you got 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna.
I think it depends on the person, the style of the player. You're totally.
What are some advantages?
You're totally correct that there's much more just inherent variety that is to be had with a one-handed backhand because it's much easier. It's just more natural to be able to throw in backspin shots. Okay. And having that just full repertoire of different types of shots, from flat drives to heavy topspin to knifing backspin. Just a whole variety of different shots that you can hit. With two-handed backhand, it's like you've got to learn a whole bunch of different.
No, you just take your left hand off the racket.
No, it's not that simple.
It is that simple.
Just take the left hand off the racket. It's not that simple.
So the biggest.
They're fundamentally different swings in a lot of different ways.
What's the biggest disadvantage of the one-handed backhand?
Maybe there aren't any.
The high bouncing ball. Why does Nadal beat Federer?
Okay.
Because the high bouncing ball. With a two-hander, you can take those balls a lot easier out of your strike zone. And Two
words. Stan Wawrinka.
Nadal still beats him.
He hits him up high. He's able to drive it. Maybe Roger's just not man enough to be able to do it.
You're talking a one person that has the physical abilities to be able to handle that shot repeatedly.
I'm sure there's more than one person, but
that can repeatedly hit a high backhand, one-handed backhand. Wouldn't you rather be able to have the additional power of a second hand to help drive the ball? Additionally, I think going down the line is significantly easier with the two-handed backhand because, again, you have that added support and that additional power with the left hand.
The topic at hand here is not which is easier to hit.
Which is better.
Right, which
is
better. Just because it's easier doesn't mean it's better. In fact, I would almost say that because it's easier, it's automatically not as good of a shot because it's like, oh, you're not good at tennis? Oh, hit with two hands. It's easier. Like, it doesn't mean it's a better shot.
If the one-hander were better, do you think more
I thought you said only had 2 minutes before. We got plenty of time.
No, we had 2 minutes. I was going to let you talk.
Good, I'm just getting fired up, right?
If the one-hander were a better tennis shot, don't you think, than the two-hander, don't you think more people would have a one-handed backhand?
More people have two-handed backhand exactly for the reasons we've been talking about. It is easier to pick up. It is easier to hit with some level of competence. Not mastering, but some level of competence in the one-handed backhand. And quite frankly, it's just the popular shot.
And return
It's been the popular shot for like the last 20 years. As soon as Andre Agassi came out with his long hair and his jean shorts, everybody wanted to hit the two-handed backhand, and so it's not
because
in style
the pace of the game sped up, and you get more. You can absorb more and get more power out of a two-handed backhand than you can with a one-handed backhand.
More easily.
Yeah.
Again, Stan Wawrinka.
Better.
Crushes the crap out of his one-handed backhand. It's not that you can't hit a one-handed backhand as hard. It's just not as easy to do. And so I'm not going to let you say that two-handed backhand is better because it's easier. That's ridiculous. It's like saying my Civic is better than a Ferrari because it's less complicated. It's easier to drive, so my Civic's better.
You're getting off topic.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
It's a perfect analogy.
No, it's not, because we're not talking about cars. We're talking about the two-handed backhand. It's a better shot because you have more stability. 90% of the time in tennis, in recreational tennis, you're either off balance or mishitting the ball. And with the two-handed backhand, you can't, myself included, maybe not 90%.
This is what Ira thinks about all you guys.
Maybe not 90%. But a significant portion of the time, you're either off balance or mishitting the ball. And with the two-handed backhand, you can accomplish more in those scenarios.
I don't see on the title anywhere which is better in recreational tennis. We were just talking about which is better, period. One-handed backhand.
Dude, that's it. Discussion over.
Backhand. All right, we're gonna
winner.
We had shut that off. We had a discussion. We're gonna start cutting it right at the buzzer, which means we may have some exciting last 30 seconds.
Which would actually,
which I think is going to be good.
If you'd watched the previous episodes of The Changeover, you'll notice that I did want a shot clock for that specific purpose, to enforce the rules.
Even though you went overtime on the shot clock episode.
Yeah, that was a mistake. We decided that it would be better to stick to the rules and cut it off.
So let us know in the comments down below, which is better, the one-handed backhand or the two-handed backhand. We're both,
and why?
Yeah. Or whatever. If
don't
you want
just
to be
say
lazy.
one-hand or two-hand.
No. I agree. I'd rather see, thought-out answers. So tell us in the comments down below. Also in the description down below, we have a link to some coaching for you. If you're looking to improve your forehand and backhand ground strokes, it's going to show you step-by-step how to hit the most accurate and consistent ground strokes that you've ever hit. So go check that out. If you've enjoyed this video, do us a favor and click like. I forgot until this one. If you have any other topic suggestions on what Ira and I should square off on, let us know in the comments down below as well. Anything else? With that, take care. We'll talk to you in the next episode. For hundreds of free digital tennis lessons, head over to essentialtennis.com right now. More wins and more fun on the court is right around the corner. You'll even get a free gift just for stopping by. Simply click the link at the top of any page.